Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update and analysis of the fighting over here at the Kreminna Front. So the Ukrainian forces has been over the past probably a month already, have been trying to capture this line here. So they're trying to capture this line here, wrong color, this line. They're trying to capture this line from Kreminna going up all the way to Zhytlivka. So and why capture this line? So let's draw up the line first. Chervonopopivka, Ploshchanka, something like this, So the Ukrainians have been attacking Ploshchanka over here. Whoops. They're attacking Ploshchanka, and most of the time we know that they are attacking towards Chervonopopivka. There is this one more town here, I forgot the name, and lately they have been attacking Zhytlivka, and sometimes they did try to go for Kreminna, but nowadays we don't get it. And in the latest report, we also have the Ukrainian forces attacking Dibrova, and they were also attempting to try to go towards Kreminna through the forest. But this did not work out. This push was actually taken out by artillery, and the Russians are actually holding the line, holding a line over here at Ploshchanka, the entire line, and here at Chervonopopivka, and just south of it, Zhytlivka. The defenses over at Kreminna seems to be pretty strong, if I'm not mistaken. So which is probably why we are not seeing any attack from the Ukrainian side towards this direction anymore. We don't really see this anymore, hardly. And in fact, the Russians have already pushed to Dibrova, and they pushed towards Chervonopopivka, just south of the river. The Russians push all the way to the northern side of the river. South of here is actually Chervonopopivka, and the Russians are already holding the defense at Dibrova around here. So this is the current situation that we are seeing. So what is actually the objective? So in case you guys are lost, Kreminna is here. This is Liman city, or Krasny Liman, and this is actually Zerobets river, if I'm not wrong, and there's actually a river called Krasna river just here. So what the Ukrainians are actually trying to do is actually to reach this river here. There's this river. Let's reduce the font size. There's this river around here that stretches this way. So the Ukraine, and as you can see this cross here. So the Russians actually had destroyed a bridge here. There's a crossing over here. They have destroyed it. I haven't went and dig. There's not a lot of crossing around here, so this is one of the crossings that there is. But then the Russians are actually re-entrenched themselves just south, on the eastern side of this river as well. And this area act as the rear for the Russian side. So when the Russian forces actually have to rest their troops, they actually go to the rear on this other side, and we have evidence of this due to a video of Russian troops getting sent to the front, and then they were complaining about it. They were sent to Makivka, and then they got kind of went leaderless in a way, and then they actually got pulled back to the rear, and then they made the video to complain to the higher ups. So we do know that the rear is the Russians actually using the other side of the eastern side of this river, of the Krasna river, as the rear. So everything in front of here, this is actually the main war front, and the Ukrainians are trying to push to the river. They're trying to push to the river so that they can actually defend maybe just one point, or maybe some other crossings along the river. And with this, they also do cut off this road that is going to Kreminna. So this road will not be able to use. So this way up is actually to Zhytlivka. So once they can actually capture Chervonopopivka, basically which is actually here. Whoa, sorry, wrong button. So this Chervonopopivka. So if they can capture this or any of the towns around here, or like you go past Ploshchanka and capture this road region here, then they can actually cut off reinforcement to Kreminna, and then they will actually starve off everyone here. And then the reinforcement for the Russians will have to come from Severodonetsk, and the Severodonetsk direction reinforcement and resupply is way further, because the front line over there to Russia is actually very far away. So they actually get most of the supply most likely from the northern side. So the Russians, knowing the importance of this supply route, which is why they are holding up the defense here so tightly, they are really bringing in a lot of the heavy weapons, QS-1. They send in the Air Force from the heavily to defend this region here. They cannot lose this region, and the Ukrainians also know it, which is why they are trying their best. They have been attacking this position for at least a month already or more, all in the hope that they can come to the river, because the moment they reach the river, it will be just like just like the Oskil River situation during the Balaklia offensive. Once they got to the river region, the Russians will have no choice but to have to do a massive retreat. The Russians will have to do a massive retreat away, or actually go upwards or go southwards. The Russians will have no choice but to retreat away, because river crossings is very easy to defend. So this will actually allow the Ukrainian forces to actually build on the success and actually go south, even cut off Kreminna from the rear like this, and then with the reinforcement coming south, and then they can either encircle Kreminna or actually force a withdrawal from the Russians from Kreminna, and then that would be another massive victory, massive PR victory as well for the Ukrainian side. So however, this is the Ukrainian scenario where what our Ukrainians are trying to do. They are trying to push in. Reinforcement always kept coming through to Liman, and they have been trying to reinforce through a Nevsky, going upwards in this way. So this is what is happening, but the Russians are actually now also doing a pushback. So there is some reports of Russian forces attacking Ploshchanka as well, and we also have reported that they have captured Dibrova. So the Russians are looking to push back, and with the training of the 300,000 mobilized troops, of course, at least 200,000. The other 100,000 might already be in the theater already. With this training of these troops, we might actually see a Russian counteroffensive over this region to push back. We already seen the pushback at Ploshchanka. There's a report of fighting over at Ploshchanka from the Ukrainian side. I think the Russians are attacking, but the Ukrainian forces here is still very strong. So the Russians still have not really pushed back. But there is reports that they did push back a little bit. They pushed the front line backwards a little bit at Chervonopopivka region over here. So situation is fluid, but I think the Ukrainians, this is the main gist of the Ukrainian plan. Why are they actually kept attacking this area here? Just to help you make some sense. So basically, in summary, there's this major resupply route coming from the north, from Svatove and from Russia, and going towards Kreminna region. So this supply route cannot fall, and the Ukrainians, knowing this, they want to capture it, and they want to push all the way to the river so that it's more defendable, and allow the Ukrainians to actually move northward in this way and push southward this way. So this is the quick update and analysis, or just a brief on what is happening over at the Kreminna Front. In case you are wondering why the hell are they fighting around this region, it's because Kreminna is heavily defended. They cannot attack here, which is why they try to attack a weaker spot, which is further up north at Ploshchanka, Chervonopopivka, and Zhytlivka region here. So hopefully that they can break the supply line and then render the Kreminna without supplies, or at least make supplies difficult. So anyway, this is just a quick update. I have said goodbye to you twice already, and I'll see you in the oh yeah, please, this is the DPA War channel. Subscribe and press the like button. We at minimum we try to get 3,000 likes per video. That will be ideal to keep the channel growing. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next update.